You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Bold and the Beautiful fans, it's time for our weekly prediction edition. We've got Finn snapping and Hope going dark for Payback, among other predictions. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and as always, our predictions are based on recent episode activity, official spoilers and promos. We've got predictions for Finn, Brooke, and Ridge, for Hope and Carter, for Brooke and Ridge, for Steffy and the Forresters, and for Electra and her stalker. If you are not following us, please reach down, click subscribe. Let's dive right in. Our first prediction, Brooke Logan is going to betray Ridge Forrester again. So, she's already sitting on that one secret, and very soon she's going to have another one that's even worse than the first one that she has about Hope and Carter being involved while he is openly advocating to save her line, even though the numbers just don't add up on it, right? So, spoilers for this. Monday, November 18th, Carter and Hope solidify their plans after they see what the Forresters have done. And by that, I mean Steffy deleting her from the company directory, as we saw on Friday. Tuesday, November 19th, Hope persuades Carter that their plan of action is the right thing to do. But then on Wednesday, the 20th, Carter wants to try one more time. So he heads back up to Forrester Creations and he makes this compelling argument to Ridge and Steffy, but then he kind of gets demanding again and says, reinstate Hope and hope for the future. He's being argumentative, and Steffy says, Hope Logan is a bitch. And that does not sit right with him at all. So Thursday, he's back at the cabin and he's asking Hope, can we really turn Forrester upside down and take over? And Brooke is eavesdropping on them from outside the cabin. She's completely horrified. And Hope's telling him, you have a choice to make. He's already signed his name to the form. And if he already got their signatures on it, then he can just pull the trigger. So the spoilers say Brooke finds out something shocking, and that's what she found out. By Friday the 22nd, Brooke is pressuring Hope and saying, is there something that you're not telling me about Carter? And yeah, there is, that they're plotting to take over. And whether Hope confesses it or not, Brooke knows it is true. So Brooke realizes that Carter and Hope are about to do something really shady with those legal documents that will betray the Forresters. And I think Brooke's going to keep quiet to try and protect Hope, even though it's an absolute betrayal to Ridge, the man she loves, and Eric, someone she cares about, she was once married to, shares a child with. And all of this just does not bode well for her. And once again, Hope is getting her mama in trouble. Our second prediction, Hope is driving Carter to do something he knows he shouldn't do. A real femme fatale move, which is a word you wouldn't think would apply to Hope before now. Last week, she put her hand on Carter's and basically had him sign his name as the manager of the LLC. Once he explained that would put him in control of Forrester Creations so that he can rehire her, bring back Hope for the future, screw over the Forresters, and he knows that's not what they ever intended when they asked him to set up that LLC. So I'm not going to reread the spoilers I just read you because they're the same ones that apply. But I think once he reports back to her that Steffy called her the B word, I think that's just it. Hope has snapped and she is just taking a turn for the villainous, but she is going to justify it because she thinks Steffy is doing her dirty for a personal agenda. So she thinks it's okay if she does the Forresters dirty out of revenge. And obviously, depending on you, whoever's team you're on, Team Steffy or Team Hope, you're going to agree with whichever one of them you think it is. But the bottom line, Carter's been loyal to the Forresters for a long time. And if it weren't for Hope influencing him, I don't think he would do this. And he knows it's wrong, but I think he's still going to do it. Our third prediction, Finn loses his temper with people telling him he is wrong. Last week, it was Deacon telling Finn he misread the situation and that he needs to go back and tell Steffy she's wrong and needs to rehire Hope. The week ahead, it's first Ridge and then Brooke coming at him, grilling him, and irritating Finn. And I don't think Liberty Bibberty is going to take it very well. Spoilers for Monday, the 18th, have Ridge going to see Finn looking for answers about what went down with Hope. And Tuesday, November the 19th, Brooke comes at Finn, but he does not back down. So we already saw Finn get annoyed with Deacon because all the pizza maker knows is what Brooke told him. and she wasn't in the room. Finn was there, and he explained to Deacon that Hope was in lingerie, wound up on top of him, and Deacon was defending it, saying, oh, she tripped. But to Finn, that part wasn't the important part. What it was she said, I was waiting on you. Finn was already on high alert because Hope kissed him at the party after telling him she was into him and then asked him to lie to his wife about the kiss. So he has zero patience because Hope has abused his trust and friendship. And Hope has not come clean about why she was in lingerie and who she was waiting for. So, he's going to repeat, Finn's going to repeat to Ridge exactly what happened. He's got no additional information to give to Steffy's dad because Hope and Brooke are keeping the secret about her and Carter. So this interaction is going to be mildly annoying, but Ridge isn't going to find out anything new other than Steffy and Finn, have given. So I suspect what's going to bother Finn more is when Brooke comes at him telling him he misread, Steffy overreacted, this all needs to be undone. And unless she tells him the truth that Hope was waiting for someone else, nothing's going to change Finn's mind because of what he heard and what she did. To him, it's going to come off like Brooke is trying to defend her daughter and gaslight him into seeing something that didn't happen. And if Brooke asks why he thinks Hope knew he was in the building, I just wonder if they're going to bring up that thing from the bonus scene where Steffy said she thinks security must have told him. Fourth prediction, the Forresters blame Steffy for Carter and Hope leading an uprising against them. So unless Brad Bell wimps out on this storyline, which he might, we may see Carter grabbing the reins of Forrester Creations and undoing Hope's firing, reactivating Hope for the future. I will give this caveat. I have seen Brad Bell write big dramatic storylines, and then it gets right up to the point where it should be a really dramatic confirmation or a climax, and then he just wusses out and it comes to nothing and everybody hugs it out or forgets it, and it's very unsatisfying. I've seen it so many times. If you watched for a while, you have too. I hope this time we get true conflict and Carter and Hope follow through, like we used to have when Brad Bell's dad was writing the show. Eric already tried to talk Steffy out of canceling the line and firing Hope, and Zende did too, and she gets more requests this week. On Tuesday the 19th, Ridge wants to find some kind of middle ground, some kind of resolution, and Steffy is very conflicted about what her dad is doing. On Wednesday the 20th, spoilers say that, nothing is successful to get Steffy to change her mind, and Thursday the 21st, Ridge is certain that Forrester really needs Carter, but Steffy is questioning his loyalty. So with Steffy refusing at every turn to reconsider and then calling Hope the B word in front of Carter, that's going to cement the revenge plan. And unless Brad Bell wimps out on us, it looks like Hope and Carter are going to enact this revenge plan. And if it takes place, I think that the rest of the Forresters are going to look for somebody to scapegoat, specifically Eric and Ridge, because they're the ones that are going to be most affected alongside Steffy. And I think she's going to be the one that they blame. And I can kind of see it. All right, fifth and final prediction. Electra is soon going to be ready to run out of LA just from sheer fear. Whatever this guy Remy did to Electra seems really bad, and he is in LA next week. She was hoping for a fresh start, but without checking with her, Katie Logan put her pictures out as part of the jewelry line launch. Ivy seems to know exactly what went down with Remy and with Electra and promises to protect her, but it's already too late. On Monday the 18th, Will and Electra share a sizzling moment, and spoilers from Friday the 22nd have Will and Electra being spied on, and then that same day, Remy pops up and surprises Electra when he reveals he is in LA for her. And I think she may be so freaked out that she tells Ivy maybe the best thing is for her to take off again and hide somewhere that social media and Remy cannot find her and just try for another fresh start. So is this guy violent? How bad can it be? And can Ivy and Will and the Forresters protect her? Maybe Dollar Bill steps in too. And don't forget, these are based on spoilers, but these are my predictions. No guarantee they will happen, but I have an okay track record, so we'll see.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast. because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.